What's up, everybody? It's your boy Scummy Rebel here, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare was shown behind closed doors at E3, and IGN got a look at it. And the men at IGN may not want to play this game when it comes out due to the gore and realness of war. However, that doesn't mean that their girlfriends or wives, boyfriends won't be getting the game.
Drank beer, liked beer, still like beer.
Okay, what is going on, everyone? E3 just wrapped up a few days ago, I guess. Whatever. Some cool games shown off, barely, but nothing new from Call of Duty. Essentially, they showed some game journos, the same gameplay they showed to a few COD YouTubers a couple weeks before E3. And if you ever thought that game journos were basically beta male liberal arts majors with a hankering for joysticks, well, allow me to reaffirm your suspicions.
At least personally, I feel like I don't necessarily want to play 15 to 20 hours of what I was just shown.
I hope the game isn't 10 hours of that sort of feel, because that would be very intense and ultimately not very fun.
Oh, it looks so beautiful and so realistic. So when I have to then shoot these people, it looks like you're shooting, whether they're terrorists or not, of course.
The story they're trying to tell, is it just a realistic, gritty story that I read on the news every day? Because that's not a game I want to play, really. I don't know if it'll be fun.
Are these IGN dudes trying to give the Try Guys a run for their money? Seriously, I can smell the soy from here. I can literally see it dripping out of their pores like sweat. And then this guy, white knuckler, what a grip. I wonder if he learned that technique from prepping his girlfriend's boy. I'm sorry. But seriously, what did you expect from a game called Modern Warfare? A Michael Bay wet dream? Well, allow me to apologize on behalf of Infinity Ward for making a game called Modern Warfare reflect Modern Warfare. Seriously, only two of these dudes should even be talking about the game anyway. The rest should focus on Nintendo like they're used to. This guy gets a pass, though. Decent build, somewhat defined jawline. You know, I don't know if it's just by comparison of all of these other dudes. I'll give this guy a pass. And look at this guy's reaction to him giving COD his Game of the Show award.
It is extremely visceral, it is extremely unsettling, but in spite of all of that, or maybe because of that, I mean, it's my game of the show. Game of the show.
His face. Oh my god, he is so confused by that. That's the same face he'll have when his wife asks for that game for her boyfriend's anniversary. Okay, I'm sorry, that's the last cuck joke, I promise. But seriously, this guy did say he's interested in the campaign.
I'm already more interested in the Call of Duty campaign than I have been in years.
Well, yeah, the way you betas are shuddering in disgust over the game should get people interested. But I ain't cutting this guy slack because he's interested. He also seems like he wants the game to fail.
And maybe they'll fall flat on their face, and this game's going to end up being offensive to anyone who served in the military.
Offensive of anyone who served in the military? What the f*** is this guy talking about? How the hell could military personnel get offended by something accurately depicting what they have to go through? Seriously, I've never heard anyone criticize Black Hawk Down or Zero Dark 30 for being too realistic. Ever. How in God's name could our servicemen and women be offended by this? The only people I imagine getting offended by this are the mothers of 13-year-olds who want the game and beta cucks like you. I seriously doubt this guy has any idea about what would offend members of our military. Christ's sake. And then this stupidity.
Demo right, and so I think that would be if the headline coming out of the Modern Warfare reboot or reimagining, whatever you want to call it, if the headline coming out of this was, you can play this game non-lethally, I think that would have, if that had been tacked onto the end of that demo, like, that would have really changed my opinion of it.
What? The hell are you even talking about, my guy? Non-lethally? Non-lethally. Modern Warfare. Non-lethally. This is a war simulator, you utter imbecile. What games out can you even beat non-lethally? Outer Worlds hasn't released yet. God of War, Red Dead, Fallout, Far Cry, Uncharted, Gears of War. I think you can in Deus Ex. Maybe. What about any other Call of Duty? Battlefield, Battlefront, that new Jedi Order game, Halo, Doom, Wolfenstein. I mean, games without guns, sure. Guitar Hero, Just Dance. Honestly, I don't even know why you would let such a stupid thought like this leave your mouth. Do you even understand what you're asking for? I can picture this game with a non-violent approach. You refuse to shoot terrorists, so they, terrorize? Kill a bunch of innocent civilians? You don't shoot someone with a detonator because you don't want to kill anyone, and a bomb goes off that kills hundreds of people. Why the f*** would that be the game you want to play? Seriously, did you just say something so unbelievably beta just for the sake of being unbelievably beta? But wait, there's more.
Well, at one point, they break into a room and you train your gun on the person who's in there, and it's a woman, and she's running to a crib, and she picks up a baby, and you're like,
right?
What do you do there?
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're a good person, you don't shoot the baby.
What? I'm sorry, but what the f*** are you talking about?
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're a good person, you don't shoot the baby.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Thanks for letting me know. I was questioning that.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're a good person, you don't shoot the baby.
You're right. It is obvious. So why did you feel the need to open your soy hole to let us know?
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're a good person, you don't shoot the baby.
Well, unless you're an abortion doctor, of course. And there were two ladies talking about the game as well, but I'm cutting them some slack. They are women, so I understand the realism of war doesn't really interest most women. Makes them uncomfortable.
It's very jarring,
Yes.
and I found myself feeling extremely uncomfortable during the demo.
But for God's sake, at least they seemed to understand what Infinity Ward was going for.
While you are going into a moral gray area, that's exactly what it is. It is a morally ambiguous area. Your enemies are no longer wearing uniforms that denote that, it's not black and white anymore.
Yeah, that's basically the point of this game. Congratulations, somehow you two understood that. Not sure why the rest of your team couldn't wrap their heads around that, but even still, this one is weird. This one is weirded out by the fact that terrorists don't dress in a way that they're obviously terrorists.
I think the most jarring part is that, of course, this is in London, but you're going into a civilian house, essentially. And granted, they are terrorists, but it's still weird.
I guess I'm just confused as to what exactly they were anticipating. I'm not sure, but it sure as hell wasn't a game that's realistic.
I think it's really important to remember this was a demo. It was taken out of context, but in the context that they showed it to us, I felt uncomfortable, and it felt, I don't know, it just felt so real, and I know that's what they were going for.
Look, this is just asinine. Game journos are betas. Plain and simple. They can't handle a little war realism, so they complain excessively in hopes to get the game censored or whatever it is they're hoping for. But these people shouldn't be taken seriously at all. But most importantly, this is just the campaign. And thank those two girls for actually addressing the main concern here.
We'll see. Again, open-minded. I'm excited to see the multiplayer.
I just want to see multiplayer.
Yes.
That's what we love.
That's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I want to see the multiplayer, because that's what I'll be investing almost all my time with in this game. As always, as many of you, I'd assume. And since we don't have any multiplayer news, might as well laugh at some pusses that can't handle a video game. And that's gonna wrap this one up. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more of this guy. You know you want to. Leave a comment. And yeah, I've been your boy Rebel. If you can't stand the heat, don't buy a game called Modern Warfare. And until next time, peace.